So let's bring him on. Scrooge Owens, live on the Two Darbarians.
What's going on, bro?
What
How
up,
you,
Scrooge?
man?
What's up,
How
bro?
you doing?
Ain't nothing, man. You know, man, chilling, just out here working, man. You know how it is, man.
Yo, you are working. Like, I've been doing some research on you, and you are definitely working, my guy.
He stays working.
You're working. Yeah, I've been noticing. I've been doing.
Bro. I'm Scrooge Owens. Well, you may know, may not know. I'm Scrooge Owens. You know what I'm saying? For those that are new to me, what's going on? To everybody who's used to me, what up? You know what I'm saying? I'm a regular guy, you know what I'm saying, doing what some people say, I always say that, I say, yo, you know, I'm a regular guy. And a lot of people say, yo, you're not regular, Scrooge, you're not regular, but that's what I use to keep myself humble. You know what I mean?
No, but what is regular? What is regular in this world? A guy who works a 9 to 5? Is that a regular guy?
To me, regular is being different, being the same but different than everybody else, right?
Exactly.
So here's what I'm saying, right? What I mean by that is,
does
right?
make you a regular guy.
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying is, right, no matter how much money I make, no matter how famous I am, I'm no different than a guy that works at McDonald's. I'm regular. This is my job. This is what I work at. This is what I do.
Yeah.
And I'll treat everybody with the same respect. The moment that I think that I'm better than somebody because of a certain level that I reached in my life, that's when I start to lose who I am.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
No, that
you know
let me tell you something. As being an artist myself, hearing you say that's the number one rule, and not even in the hip hop industry, in any type of entertainment, any type of sport, anything where you have the opportunity to change people's perceptions of things because of your message, right there. Yeah. No, seriously. I mean, if you're a basketball player and you know what I mean, like, and you're sitting there getting, 40 points a game, you're fucking hitting 3-pointers, people are going to respect who you are, what you do. You know what I mean? And I think being humble is an important aspect, because once you're not, you're not the same person. You're not.
Yeah,
and really, just like everybody else.
Not for nothing, because I'm good at, or I have a talent at something, doesn't change the fact that I like the things that you like.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm regular, just like you. I may have a talent. I may know this person. I may do a song with this person. I may can call, but that doesn't change the fact that I like cheeseburgers like you like cheeseburgers.
Right. Yo, let me tell you something. I live in Philadelphia. Scrooge, I live in Philadelphia, right? I'm right by I'm in Southwest Philadelphia. The airport is literally 6-minute drive from where I'm at. All right? You'll be surprised. The corner pizzeria up the street, how many famous people have been in that place, because the airport's right there. They got pictures all over the place. They're nobody special, but they just have to be in a situation to where they come across people that matter, because they're in a place where people that go that matter. You know what I mean?
But you know what? I'm taking it even more personal than that, because they might fly in and want to go get a slice, so they go grab something to eat. I mean, invite me to your barbecue. Like, invite me to invite me to your baby shower or something. Like, I still like to do things like that. Right.
Well, barbecues can be fun. Barbecues are always,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
this year,
I want to go.
I don't know how many. I don't know how many we're gonna have this year.
No matter how famous I am or how big I am, I want to go to your barbecue.
That's dope to me. Nah, you can respect that. You can respect that for sure.
Yeah.
And Scrooge, doing my research on you, I know you know Jew Money. That's kind of how I got connected to you. I know you know Jew, and Jew is a good. Yeah, that's a good friend of mine. You know what I mean? We go back a couple of years.
Let me say something about Jew Money, right? Jew Money is one of the greatest people that I've met, through my walks of life. He's absolutely hilarious.
Definitely.
So if you know Jew Money is absolutely hilarious, and he got rap skills too. You know what I mean?
Push fast.
Oh, he's dope. Hey, he's dope. I
love Jew Money. Jew Money is like I look at him as a brother, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do too. And I've been lucky enough to come up to New York and do a couple of shows with him, and build a friendship through doing the shows and through him coming on the show, on this show. So it's definitely that was cool. He's reached me to so many artists in that area because of him. Like,
Let me say this about Jew, right? Yo, Jew Money, I put you read my bio, I put a lot of rappers on stage before, right? Jew Money is like one of the only artists that I was standing out in the crowd in the show. And he was like, yo, Scrooge, get on stage. Come on, I want you to rap. And he put me on stage.
Yeah.
You know, one of the underground artists that has done that.
Because Drew's a people person. That's the thing. He's got enough talent to be he's got enough talent to be respected when he gets on stage where you're going to turn your head and be like, all right, this kid's dope. But he's also a good personality to go with it. He's a guy that you will remember when you leave the bar that night. Yeah. You're going to remember the redheaded Jewish guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're going to remember that guy. You know? So I
just went to his son's birthday party. Like, me and Jew Money, like, we're close like that. Yeah. I just went to his son's birthday party. We went and watched Sonic and all that at the movie theater. So, you know, I've been to his house and chilled with his family, and, you know, he's been to my house. Yeah.
They're good peoples. I met his family. They're good peoples for sure. Definitely.
I'm lucky enough to be in the process of working with him now. So we're in the process of doing some shit.
Yeah. Sean's kind of young in this, but you know what? He's surrounded himself with people that are schooling him pretty good. So I got to give him respect for that. You know what I mean? When I first met him, I didn't like him.
Much respect.
You know, but I like him now because just seeing how a kid I don't know how old you are, Scrooge, but you know, being this younger generation, he's studying people, you know, 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Just trying to learn the styles and their history. I like that. That's what made me like him and work with him. But look, you said something earlier that caught my ear. You're a promoter on top of being an artist. I'm also a promoter. So when I read that in your documentary, I was like, okay, cool. I can vibe with this guy on the book and the shows. Because I saw you book some, you booked some decent names, and there's always money to be made if you can get an artist that people want to see. It doesn't even matter if they're older or washed up, or if they're not that big in the industry. If they're not, you know what I mean? Like, if there's somebody that enough people will like, you can fill up a building. We did shows here. Absolutely. I'm like I said, I'm right by the airport. We booked shows with so many artists that you wouldn't even think would want to come to this place. But because it was a nightclub right next to the city, we came across many of them. So when I read the people that you were working with, I was like, okay, Scrooge knows what he's doing. I can already tell. He's already working. I saw you did songs with you know, known artists and stuff. I saw you went on tour with R.A. the Rugged Man. So I was like, okay, I guarantee the way he did this was he's booking these shows and he's meeting these artists through that, and he's building relationships.
Making connections.
A lot of artists, like you said, a lot of artists, I book them, and then, you know, we build relationships because, you know, I know a lot of people in and outside the industry. With R.A. is more personal because I've known R.A. since we were kids, so he's not like an industry friend.
Right, he's from the same neighborhood, right?
Yeah, he's not an industry friend. Like, that's like my brother. I've known him for over 20-something years, and we hung out. I was hanging out with him during the Crustified Dib days, even before he had his deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, if R.A. never spit another rap again, I'd still go to Chuck E. Cheese parties with his kids or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, you got that relationship.
That relationship is way deeper.
Right. And he's a big name, and that's dope that, you know, you actually know the guy personally more than just through the business. Now,
but I try not. You know what I try not to do. Like we did the record together. You know, shout out to Napoleon the Legend. Shout out to Mass
we're gonna play that song tonight.
You know what I'm saying?
That's one of the songs we got, right? Yeah, I love that fucking song, by the way. So I'll tell you a story about my experience with that song because I listened to it today. But please tell me the rest, and then I want to tell you when I heard that song as someone that never heard it before, what I was thinking. Right.
So, you know, like, even, you know, being that R.A.'s like my brother, you know what I'm saying, and I know what he does, and I know his connections and plugs and all. I don't exploit that from him. You know what I'm saying? I don't use those avenues. If I need, trust me, if I need a favor for something, I call R.A. up. He does everything in his power to make it happen. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Let's not get that part twisted. But at the end of the day, I'm a grown man.
That's probably why he's still your friend.
Yeah,
why he's still your friend.
If I need something, I'm like, yo, Rugged, listen, I need you to, huh?
I was saying you don't use him to make you. You don't piggyback off. You're actually his friend.
Nah.
Well, I think that's probably why you're so close. Would be my guess.
Yeah, I don't do that. And he calls me up and is like, yo, Scrooge, I got this show, I got this tour, yo, I need you to come through. You know, he calls me up and that's not like he calls me because he needs me. He calls me because he's showing me love. Like, yo, I got something going on. That's
big respect.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the difference. The difference.
What's funny is I think I talked to him like today or yesterday about the Saigon situation. It was funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. We're going to get into that. We're about to get into that now. I want to talk about
Saigon. We'll get into that, but like he calls me up and like you got to understand, RA is a very, very good person. So he's cool with a lot of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Even though me and him, we brothers and everything, he's cool with a lot of these guys, and I respect that. I'm never going to be like, yo, you got to be friends.
You don't have to be friends with a guy that's not friends with your friend, especially as an adult. Especially if you're in a business.
You know what? It's not even. Let's put it like this: it's not even people who I don't even like, because I can't even say I don't even like these people because I never met them personally. Dudes, a lot of the dudes that I'm going at or whatever, I just don't like the agenda or whatever. But I don't have no real serious beef with them where we gonna kill each other.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would never put him in the middle of that.
Well, I guess that brings us to the elephant in the room. What is the reason why the beef started in the first place? And for those that don't know, let me explain Saigon for a second to anybody that's just like, okay, I don't know the name Saigon.
Right.
Saigon is a guy that got a little bit of fame in the TV show Entourage, and then he was in Love and Hiphop New York. So he did 2 shows that people learned his name through acting. Okay, I remember I didn't watch Love and Hiphop. It just wasn't for me. I didn't know he was in that show till you said something. Yeah. And I remember thinking to myself, is that the same Saigon from Entourage? Because I was a fan of the show Entourage. When that's how I got introduced to him, that was maybe 10 years ago. Now, when I saw the episode that he debuted in, I actually liked the music at the time. I was like, this guy's dope. You know what I mean? I did a little research into him, and I became a fan. Once that season of Entourage was over, though, I never heard another thing. But I remembered his name. Right. Now, fast forward 10 years, and I hear about you calling him out, and I'm just like, is that the same Saigon? Because I wasn't, I haven't thought a thing. I just remember hearing him like one time, at least at one little phase where that TV show was on, because I was a big fan of the show, and I checked him out. I was like, oh, this guy's a real artist. Okay, that's cool he got on the show. Right. I was expecting him to blow up and be a star after that. Like, I was expecting a lot of people.
But see, you know what's sad about what you're saying? This is what's sad about what you're saying, right? You're saying that you heard about Saigon through Entourage, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's the first time I heard of him. Yeah.
That's the first time you heard of him. And then, after I brought him up in the beef, you heard about him through Love and Hip-Hop, right?
Well, I heard about him through Love and Hip-Hop because you said Love and Hip-Hop. And I was like, is that the same guy?
But not exactly. Hear what I'm saying, because I'm about to make a point to you. The first time you heard about him was through Entourage, right? With Turtle and all them, the TV show on HBO or whatever, right?
He stole Turtle's car in the TV show. And he had the mixtape. Right. They made him look stupid. Okay. They made him look stupid in the show. He stole the car
but check it out. And this is, that's acting, so we'll give him that.
No,
or whatever.
But that's what made you remember him. That's my point. He played that role well.
What made you remember him, right? But hear me out, because I'm going to get to a point real quick. So then the next time you heard of him was through me checking him through Love and Hip-Hop, right? Right. Okay. He was already on way before Entourage with Just Blaze.
Right, yeah, right. I know now.
He had already put records out, so he's not known for his music.
Well, when I listened, that's funny you bring that up, because I'm the type of guy that likes to research. When I hit you up and I said, hey, you want to get on the show and talk about Saigon? And you were like, yeah, bet, let's do it. I didn't know much about you, so I'm a researching type guy. When I did hear a Saigon in Entourage, I researched him to find out, hey, who's this guy that just got on Entourage? Who the fuck is this guy? So what you're saying, when I researched it, that's when I found out all that. Okay, he's doing something. You know what I mean? It wasn't just some random guy that auditioned.
Here's my thing. So let's go to, because we putting the cart before the horse, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So here's my thing right here, right? You go on Instagram and you put up talking about you want to have a mixtape battle with niggas or whatever the case, right? Right. Cool. I step up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? Not only do I step up to the plate, but you had people on your post going in saying, yo, Scrooge, like saying, yeah, y'all two should do it, right?
Okay, wait a minute. Let me just run this back real quick that way the listeners and I are making sure I'm hearing this right. He put a thing out on Instagram that said he wants to battle somebody. Just said
right. He said, yo, any underground artist that want to battle me, mixtape for mixtape, song for song, you know what I'm saying? I'll crush whatever he said, right?
Right.
So one of my boys, knowing my level in the game or whatever the case, he tagged me in it.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yo, basically I'll bust anybody ass hit record for hit record. I said, yo, says the guy who never had any hit records. You know, so I threw a shot.
Yeah.
Right.
So what I said was, I was like, yo, how about we do this? We get the same beat and see who makes the best record off that beat. Because look, hear me out. You got to understand, he's in the industry, right? So since him being in the industry and fucking with Just Blaze, and Just Blaze did fucking a whole catalog for Jay-Z, even records that we probably never heard before.
Yeah, he's connected. Mm-hmm. He's got a connection.
He already got the advantage against you.
Right, because more people know him because of it.
Exactly.
But is that
like if you look at the let me hear me out. If you look at the Manny Fresh and the Scott Storch battle, right?
Right.
Yeah,
they played records with They played hit records with motherfuckers on it already.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So if you gonna challenge underground artists, I'm an underground artist, and you challenging, right? I'm saying, all right. Well, you know what? If you gonna try to challenge underground artists, let's make it equal. Let's not make it where you got Scotty and Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Him being Scotty and fucking Just Blaze being Jordan, because automatically him playing Just Blaze beats is gonna make the people gravitate and give him the win.
Yeah, they're gonna gravitate, but that's why we do our battles on our show with no beats. That's exactly why we do that.
Yeah.
We don't do we do battles, we don't even do beats.
So you see what I'm saying?
He wasn't gonna do that. He was gonna use the advantage.
Nah, he wasn't. He didn't want to do that. So, and then he goes and says, you know, I want to do it with people on my peers. Motherfucker, you ain't even known for rapping.
So he's trying to big league you. He's trying to big league you.
Ducking.
He's looking at you like a guy that's
talking about doing it with? What? Who you talking about doing it with? Joel Ortiz, Fred the Godson, Corey Guns,
like he's looking for
those people.
He's trying to make money off it, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Even those dudes that I just named, they're known for rapping. They're known for being good MCs.
And they're not going to go with Saigon on that.
You're known for Entourage, motherfucker.
And loving hip hop.
You're known for loving hip hop. You're not known for your music.
No, he's not. He's not. In Entourage, you don't know him because of his music. But that means he's a good actor. So is he still? Now, when I looked him up, they're saying he's still acting. I was reading shit he was doing in 2014, 2015.
Yo, and I'm going to keep it 100 with you. And I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Because this is my thing. Because people come and be like, oh, you hating, you doing this, you doing that, right?
No, you're trying to show him up. Why would you be hating? You call anybody out, you step up to the plate.
Exactly. How the fuck can I be a hater if somebody puts up a challenge and I challenge him on it? Now, mind you, this is where this record came behind, because a lot of people won't understand why I put the record out. You hear what I'm saying? So we going back and forth on Instagram for hours. You understand what I'm saying? So he takes one of my songs from like 7 years ago. This ain't even HD camera or nothing, and posts it to his Instagram, right?
Right.
Saying, yo, this whack ass rapper named Scrooge, he think he can fuck with me. Oh, so now you putting me on. Now you putting me out to the media.
Really
I gotta respond to that.
The song's 7 years old. The song's 7 years old. Yeah. Why is he doing that? Why ain't he putting out something from today or last year?
Why he ain't putting no? Why he ain't putting no new shit out where niggas progress?
But that makes him look bad. That makes him look bad.
Yeah, but see, I'm sorry. I don't need to cut you off, but I just need to get this out. I apologize.
You're not. I'm cutting you off.
And I'm cutting you off. So not only that, right? So he puts the video up, and people are saying like, "Nah, Scrooge is kind of dope. This shit is fly." Yo, he blocks everybody that sides with me.
Yo, he blocks.
Well, that's corny shit right there. That's corny.
That's corny.
Yeah, who does that? Bro, you already won the battle.
It's stupid.
If no words are even said, you've already won. Because right there, you got in his mind, and he's blocking people. What does he care? Why don't he just do it? He's the one that was dumb enough to say the words he said. If he had somebody in mind,
him he blocked me.
Listen, if he had somebody personally in mind, if he put that statement out with somebody in mind to try to make money off of, because obviously that's what it was, that he shouldn't have worded it. He shouldn't have worded it the way he worded it. Since you did.
See, you know what it is? Let me tell you something, right? People put shit out and they don't know who everybody is. I'm like, if you look at my Instagram, if you look at my Facebook, if you look at my YouTube, I keep it up real. I keep it real with myself, because the only way for me to fix my flaws is to recognize them. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So what I'm saying is, I know my numbers ain't up on my YouTube. I know my numbers ain't up on my Facebook or my Instagram as far as fan base. But I know when you come to industry people, I know a lot of industry people. My name is known where it counts in the industry, right? So he didn't know that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
He didn't know, like, the real important people know who I am.
Right. That makes him look even worse. Yeah, but that makes him look even worse.
Exactly.
Now he's not even doing research on you. He's not even doing research on you.
Exactly.
He's going out of his way. Now, this is how stupid that sounds. He's going out of his way to find your music from 7 years ago. And let's face it, people that are artists that have stayed in the game for how long you been doing this now, Scrooge? 10 years, 20 years?
I've been doing this since I was. Yo, nah. See,
I don't know.
Let's get to that
I feel like you've been around for a while.
Let's get to that real quick.
Okay.
I was doing this back in the early ’90s, but I went to prison.
Around, I want to talk about that too.
Very long time.
Yeah, I want to talk about that too.
Very long time. Before he came out, I was already fucking with people.
Right. So you've been doing this longer than me. I've been doing this since probably the late 90s, like 98, 99. You've been around longer than me.
Nah, bro. I've been doing this shit. Let me tell you this, bro. I've been doing this shit since 91, 92. 90, 91, 92.
God damn.
So let me ask you this. Since you've been doing it that long, do you notice yourself in all these years, you evolve every single time, every year, every whatever, you consistently evolve? Is that safe to say?
Yeah, I've definitely evolved, but the thing that stagnated me was when I went to prison for 8 years and what I went to prison for.
Right, and that's what I'm going to get into next. But my point that I was asking, the reason why I asked you that is because this guy goes out of his way to share a video from 7 years ago, knowing that you're not the same artist that you were 7 years ago. Whether the 7 years ago
was still good too.
It's 7 years ago. So if he went out of his way to find a video from that long ago, why wouldn't he go out of his way to find out who you are? That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
That's the mistake. That's what makes someone intelligent from someone that's a fucking idiot. Because now that guy looks stupid. He's got egg on his face.
Yeah.
Now
because let me tell you something. I got like 40 videos on my YouTube. He had to go through at least 38.
Right. Yeah. To find shit that old, because it's by a year, right? Usually it's by a year.
He had to go through 38 videos.
Right. So why go through all that effort but not go through the effort to find out who you are? It took me. You sent me I said this off air. I was like, yeah, Scrooge actually sent me a bio. Most of these artists don't send me none. They just, this
guy.
We
were talking about that.
Okay, that's great. Thanks. Tell me them a little more. You're not fucking Jay-Z, bro. I don't know who the fuck you are necessarily.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So yeah. So I was appreciative of that. I told Twist. I said, yo, he said
I sent you. Wait. Amateur send you bios. I sent you an EPK.
Yeah, he sent me EPK.
Yeah,
EPK. He sent me EPK. Yeah. Yep. So okay. So now when I was reading everything, I did read about the prison for 8 years, and I read about possible death penalties. So I have to ask.
Yes, sir.
I know we're running out of time. We got 5 minutes left, but let me at least ask you that.
Yeah.
What happened?
All right.
And did the prison stint? I mean, let's just talk about what happened. I don't even know what happened. I just know you went.
Well, let's just say this, man. Like, a lot of people preach that they be in the streets. I was really in the streets. You know, we had shootings, kidnappings, murders. We just, you name it, we was involved in it. Big money, drugs. You know what I'm saying? We did that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And through the times of you doing all that shit and really being in the streets and saying fuck rap music, like these niggas is rapping about what we really doing. You understand what I'm saying? You get caught up in real shit and you make enemies. Yeah. And I made enemies, and you know, one of me and my enemies came face to face with each other, and you know, we got into a shootout. He didn't make it through.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? He didn't survive the shootout. I got locked up. I did a year on Rikers Island. The feds. I had another drug case out in West Virginia, where I was getting a lot of money at. You know what I'm saying? And the feds ran up on me out there. And listen, you could go through my transcripts. You can go through my sentencing minutes. Because fuck what anybody tell you. They could call you a snitch, a rat, or whatever. Go through a person's sentencing minutes.
Right, okay.
That shit is public. That shit is public paperwork. You go through my sentencing minutes. I don't care what nobody tell you.
That's what I was going to ask you. Okay, that's what I was going to...
And you'll see that I snitched on nobody. I was the head nigga on my indictment.
I'm not saying you did. That word didn't even come into my mind. But I saw that they were trying to get you for the death penalty. That's what I was.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I had to. Okay. Yo, when you got a homicide and the feds pick you up, it's automatic death penalty.
Right.
Yeah.
Your minimum is 30 years. You understand what I'm saying?
30 to life.
But. For us to really talk about that subject and me to give you the play-by-play of how everything happened, that's got to be a whole nother interview. I promise you. Because that's nothing we can do in 2 minutes.
Yeah. No, and that's fine. You know what I mean? I respect that.
But
listen.
All in all, I fought my case and I beat it and I did 8 years. And niggas can look me up.
Yo, that's what I wanted to know. What ended up happening?
My federal reg number is 569766054. Google that, look me up, get your transcripts, get your sentencing minutes, do whatever. My shit is legit. I'm official.
No, and I like that, Scrooge. I was doing some research on you, and that's why I wasn't sure. You know, I had to ask about it because it's in the bio. The question that I was actually leading to when I wanted to bring that up, there was actually one question. Did go into jail. Now, I went to jail myself, but it was for no charge close to yours and no amount of time.
Right.
You actually were there for a long time. How did that affect?
Feds. I was in the feds.
But that's what I'm saying. How did it affect all that time in there? You come out, and it even says it in the bio. It says you came out with the mindset that you were ready. Being in there that long, what is the process of knowing, not even knowing if you're going to get out, but just knowing that you must, like, I know for the short time I was in there, all I thought about was what I'm going to do when I get out, how I'm going to fucking get back in the game and fucking kill it. That was it. There was no other, the whole time. Now, I didn't do it anywhere near what you did. In all that time, when you finally get out, what's the mindset? That was the question I wanted to ask you. And I know we got to end it at that, but what's the mindset?
You want to know the truth? I'm gonna keep it a million with you.
Yep.
My biggest mindset was building a relationship with my son. Because I went to prison.
There you go.
I went to prison when my son, he was 4 years old. I got out. He was like turning on 13, 14.
Right.
You understand
missed the whole
what I'm saying?
childhood. Right.
Yeah. So music and all that stuff was secondary. The first thing on my mindset was building a relationship with my son and letting him know that I didn't leave him. I was taken away. You know, and every day being away from him hurt me as much as it probably hurt him or more.
Yeah.
So that was my mindset and my motivation. And to add to that, me and my son got the greatest relationship in the world right now.
Congratulations, bro. That's beautiful.
I love him to death. He loves me to death.
That's a beautiful
We got
story
the dope. Yo, he comes and takes my car and drives out and hangs out, and he's in the military. He's a football star. Me and him got the dopest relationship. So if I never make a hit record in my life, that's the greatest accomplishment, is that I was able to build with my son and get tight with my son.
That's the greatest accomplishment, whether you make a hit record or not. That's the greatest accomplishment.
I don't give a fuck if I never make a hit record.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the great
accomplishing a relationship with my son was the greatest thing. And hold on, not that. And I got a daughter on the way, and I got a beautiful woman.
Congratulations. Bro, congratulations. That's what's up.
So those are my greatest accomplishments right now. Building a relationship with my son, having a beautiful woman, having a beautiful daughter, and she has a beautiful son that I love too. That having my family, that's my greatest accomplishment. Word.
Yo, shit, that's the best answer I could hear.
That's awesome.
Yo, Scrooge, thank you, man. It's a good interview, man.
Thank you so much for
I'd love to have you back on the show again sometime. We're gonna play those 2 songs that you sent me just a little while ago on next week's show, and we're gonna keep the listeners, informed of what's going on. You're more than welcome on the show anytime, bro. Thank you for the call.
No, you know what? What we do is because I was bouncing around and making things a little crazy. What I'll do is I'll call in next week, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then we can rock. We'll rock the shows. We'll rock the songs after. I'll do like 5 minutes and chop it with y'all, and we'll rock the joints.
All right. Well, we're gonna play one tonight. We're gonna play one. We're gonna play one right now. Yeah, we're playing something right now.
I'm listening in. If you can play the Saigon joint, I'm with it.
We're gonna play. We got the train wreck battle coming up next. That's going to be an interesting one. But we're gonna play your music. Did you say what's that? The train wrecks are we have people that are kind of train wrecks in life, and we let them battle each other on the mic, and it's pretty funny. We were actually talking about it at the beginning of the show. If you go back and listen to the very beginning of the show, we kind of explained the train wrecks. Basically, I've kind of formed a league of people that kind of all have issues, but we make them feel good on the show, and we let them battle each other, and it's all positive and stuff. The shit can get real funny though. And
hey, what's funny? Not I don't mean to interrupt, but while we sitting here talking, I just got a text from R.A. the Rugged Man.
There you go. No, we say what's up.
Yeah. I got this guy, that's my brother, man, but he just texted me something funny and shit. You know what I mean? So
hey, tell him we're fans.
Yeah, man, that's how we do it, man.
You know what I mean? We're fans of him, just so you know. And I know we didn't tell you if we were or not, but I'm a fan for sure. That song, that's the joint you got. That's the joint we're gonna play.
Let me explain something to you, right? I heard his whole album, fucking bananas.
I bet.
Bananas.
I'm gonna listen to that
I believe it comes out in May. Y'all check for that. Y'all get that. I'll give him a call. I'll see if I can even get him an interview with you guys.
That would be dope, bro. That would be dope.
You
know what? Appreciate that, and he's more than welcome. Of course, we would love to have him on, but don't feel like you have to. In the same sense, Scrooge, I won't try to piggyback off you either. So if he'd be interested, that's cool. But honestly, it's about you, and I think it's dope. Your story is dope. I'm more impressed now than I was, say, I was already impressed when I was reading up on you. Now, actually talking to you, especially with the way that the beautiful end of the story is you build up the relationship with your kid. I don't have any kids, bro. I don't, but I know people. But I know people that would kill to be able to do what you did. People that weren't around in the child's younger years. You couldn't control that. But you know what? You fought, you beat it, and then you did. That's American dream. And it's not really American dream, but if you're in a situation,
that's the greatest accomplishment. Like I said,
if you're in a situation where you were, that's the American dream, and now you got it, and you're still young enough to enjoy it no matter what. So I think that's the most important thing.
Also, Scrooge, we as me and a bunch of my other friends, we're all Long Island music. We are really proud of what you're doing.
We're proud.
Thank you,
I'm not from Long Island, but I'm still proud anyway.
Thank you. You know what?
Yeah.
And you know what? Whether you're on Long Island or not, I appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what keeps me motivated too. Also to do what I do. So y'all support and everybody sharing my music and commenting and trying to get my name out and everything for me. I'll never forget that, man. That's why I said, I'm a regular guy. I'll go out and have lunch with you if I got time or whatever. Smoke a blunt with you.
Yeah. Next time I'm in New York, and I go up there a lot. Next time I'm up there, I'm gonna be hitting you up for sure. We're definitely gonna have to link up.
Oh man, hit me up, man. I'm gonna send you my number. I'm gonna send you my number.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope. All right,
definitely.
The producer is killing me right now. We're 7 minutes. We're 7 minutes past the time.
All right, man. Yo, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, man. Play them joints. Let's go.